Hello, everybody, and welcome to this week's episode of the Crit Files, your once weekly follow-up to the hit, The In at the End Actual Play D&D Let's Go podcast.
I'm loving this radio DJ voice. I like
It's
this.
the year 2025.
Special birthday shout out to Milo.
Oh, yeah.
You might recognize Milo as the voice of Ace
Whittington.
He's changed his name so many times.
and other players.
I feel like I was
characters.
Rob or something for a while.
You can't help but dead name him.
Just by accident.
By accident. No fault of your own.
Okay, so we're back. We have finally got the party back together after a brief separation where Simon and Ben had gone to the Forest Temple and meeting at Ghoul's Tavern at their hometown of Quilton Bay. The team has gotten together. Anyway, that was a cool part.
We should definitely not split the group, like, ever. Like,
that was too long. Like,
that's
one
definitely-
session, I was thinking... We did 3 sessions, which was a little...
Again, it's important to remember that is entirely our fault. Every time. Alex didn't do this to us. We did it to him.
Look,
I allow it for sure.
Huh?
I allow it.
Yeah, for sure.
It was nice.
Splitting the party felt okay in my mind because I was like, oh, we'll just go back and forth.
It'll
won't be a
be
big deal.
But it was like a legit side quest that probably could have used all of us.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Like,
yeah.
It should have,
It wasn't
that's
just like
how I built it for sure.
Yeah, if Ace and Val were there,
Oh, it would have been solved so much
it
faster.
would have been an episode.
So quickly, we would have found it. We would
They're
have
like, oh,
Ace
there's
and I
a
would have
demon,
eviscerated
time to
that
kill it.
thing.
Yeah.
We would have
Absolutely
destroyed that
destroyed it
boss.
so quickly.
Oh,
It is
Lordy.
very funny to think about how
Yeah.
you put the 2 cautious players together. Like,
Well, let's
I really
think
thought
about
that was
this.
going to be
Yeah.
two sessions. Yeah.
I was like, oh, no, the
and
bad
it'd be
guy-
like 6.
yeah, the bad guy killed the level 1 character. We all better run now.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, I know. You guys were like, "Oh shit!" I'm like,
what's
I'm
funny-
level 1.
Well,
What's
that's
funny
the
is
one
that-
it did do
Fine.
22 damage to me
But-
in 1 hit.
But that level 1 character also kind of saved our ass, if I remember right.
yeah,
Oh,
he
yeah.
did.
So not
Did
only
most of
did
the
he
puzzles.
Rooster
It was a
Crow
wild
got
time.
2 episodes named after him.
yeah.
We had
Yeah.
the Ghost of Rooster Crow and
What Got
Crow was
Yeah.
the next name. Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude.
That was
Makes me happy.
That was intense. But so what did our friends think of the Painted Lady? We got to share that with you today.
Val, Ace, Painted Ladies.
They're fine. We wrecked them.
Yeah,
whatever.
what's funny is like they were so formidable, and they're like, for real, like
It's easy.
I literally
hit it twice.
strung it up like a pinata and then we beat it to death.
That was a heel turn. Like
Yeah.
you were in the cavern with it, and like
hey, lady.
it's got things it can do.
Nope.
And it was just bam, bam, bam.
Yeah.
Just no more.
With that
thing
first
you guys
crossbow
did
didn't
misremember
hit.
is that they do like to travel in pairs.
yeah.
Now, that is my favorite thing about the Paladin is that you can choose to Divine Smite.
Right.
If you hit or not. You don't have
Right,
to declare
right,
it ahead
right.
of time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is pretty dope.
So that was really fun. And if I had taken the Eldritch Smite invocation, I could have then added even more D6s, but
Stuff in town, though. There's so much stuff in town.
yes.
Yeah.
There's so much stuff
Alex
in town.
said at the beginning that it was going to be a sandbox, and
Yeah.
I'm beginning to sense that, and like talking to Ghoul about the things, putting out gold to do things, going to the ziggurat, like it all feels...
One thing we never talked about is Coconut Bill is offshore waiting to
Waiting
come
for
in
the-
and rescue
yep.
Bruce.
Along with
Yeah.
somebody else.
Who we need to find out where he is.
Yeah.
We will.
Oh man.
We will. The
I mean, he
ziggurat...
could just be with... We know, quote unquote, where Corgan and Dorgan are.
Yeah.
True. Yeah. Yeah.
It sounds pretty definite that they're
Yeah.
in there.
They're hanging out in a prison
Having a
doing
good time.
violence
Yeah.
or having violence done on them.
Yeah, we come find them. They're running everything.
They're like, no, this is fine.
Yeah,
guys
they've
all
got a
watch-
fight club going. They've
Yeah.
got a.
You guys watch Andor, you know?
Yeah.
They're going to be like the Kino Loy. They're going to be the Andy Serkis character down there, like, welcome to the die shift.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
It's- It's what I'm imagining is just straight up the episodes of Deep Space Nine where Worf is like under, like he's imprisoned by the Jem'Hadar. And it's like, I want to see him fight. I have not beaten him this day. He will not fall. It is I who have lost. He just, so good.
But other things that need to be wrapped up in town.
Yeah.
Like, there's Ace's mom, which he's not going to deal with.
Yeah. So
I think she's still unconscious. I think.
you must have hit her real good.
I hit her. Yeah. I hit her all to just like save our hides, but also there was a little personal.
Yeah.
Like, you made this fucker.
Yeah, I was like,
All the ace
You
frustration.
can divine smite a melee attack.
I didn't tell you. I actually killed your mom.
I put so many spell slots into her.
Gross.
I put so many spell slots on your mom, dude.
We got the ziggurat. We got Dressed Rescue. We got whatever's going on with Alistair. The stuff in the bay.
Yeah, I kind of want them to pull up whatever is happening in the bay, just so we have.
Yeah, just to see it.
Yeah, I hope
We have some kind of like weird thing with the guards. Like, I feel like we can bribe these guards into not doing anything.
Yeah.
Like, it seems very.
It seems like
doable.
some of them definitely are.
It's like the
It's
gold
just the
clubs.
process to do that is a little slower than
I-
a couple of hours.
Yeah, I feel like Ghoul has got a lot of like, sabotage like
She's got
plans
the
in the
fingers
works
out there.
Yeah, she's doing a lot of like. I'm trying to think of there's a specific word I'm thinking of, but anyways,
Insurrection.
Insurrection.
Subterfuge.
Subterfuge. Thank you. Yes, she's been inciting a bunch of subterfuge all throughout the city, and she's got a lot of like a little more long-term plans and goals, which I think has been fantastic.
Being able to just give her $5,000 worth of gold is gonna be
I
pretty good.
feel like
that will help.
Since she's such an experienced adventurer. I feel like she's really good at planning, and I feel like our group is more like just a hammer.
Yeah.
Like,
And
planning-
hence we went to the ziggurat.
Yeah, where do you need to send us
Yeah.
so we can hammer something?
yeah.
Yeah, it's been a while since we've had a nail, and
Yeah.
Point us at that nail. We'll hammer it.
And this time it won't be the city guards when we try to leave.
Hey.
Because
Be
they shouldn't tell us
Alistair.
not to leave.
he's like, "You boys need to stop this," and then Simon just kills him.
Hey.
That is something I was hoping for that we never did. Was I wanted you to have a scene where it was all of you trying to get back into Quilton on the other side of that building.
Let us in.
Like that parallel I thought would have been so fun, but it just never came about.
No, we're too cautious.
Splitting up the
now.
party and having it come in the way you did. But it was like I wanted that to be like the mirror.
That would have been so humiliating.
Why
though,
would
like,
you let us in?
Just like a cat, You let him
We have to
inside.
kill
like,
you
I
to
wanna
get
go
out. We have to
outside.
kill you to get in.
I can't wait for the next campaign when we run into city guards not letting us through something, and then we all go, "Okay, guys, we've done this. Let's not
we know how
repeat
this
some
goes.
mistakes."
Caleb's
Fair enough,
character
fair
slowly puts down his weapon.
You guys want to go find the crack in the
mean,
wall?
I guess
or like
it all
the
depends
tree
on
overlooking?
what our
Use it,
characters are
get in a
like.
caravan, sneak out. We have options.
Yeah.
We can bribe them.
We know this now.
Or you know what? Let's just stay put. I mean, these city guards really know what's best for us.
That's right.
That'll
Maybe
be
the
fun.
rails aren't so bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, being back in Quilton, I really wanted this to be like this is the town we all built together.
Yeah.
Way back when.
And it
now.
feels that way. Like we're talking about these things, and like it really. I'm thinking back to those quiet year sessions where we were putting pen to paper and like really
So much.
and all those
exploring it.
little spots, those little stories, like they're all
Yeah.
here and they're all kind of just positioned in different ways that are part of this story that we're
Yeah.
telling.
Yeah.
And so
it's-
all that stuff is
That was such a good
something's
way to start
going on.
Fucking.
Yeah,
agree.
that has been really fun. It feels like we all. I mean, Alex has created like this world, but it feels like we all helped create this town. Like obviously we did, but it
100%.
feels
Yeah.
like this is like the most collaborative storytelling, and that's really fun.
Yeah.
Do we want to talk about what's next?
for the campaigns.
Yeah,
like
just,
a new campaign.
Yeah, after this. Or,
I mean, we probably still have like 80 more episodes. of this one.
let's split the party a couple
There's
more
just
times.
That's right,
a
that's
couple
right.
of sessions, I'm sure.
Who knows? Yeah, it could go on.
But
gotta
I'm
figure out the
I'm just
ziggurat.
curious. Like, what is our plan? You know?
I mean, I know Alex has mentioned,
Doing the 5.5.
yeah, doing the 5.5, and we've talked about maybe trying a different system. I'm cool with whatever.
Yeah.
I'm pretty
Honestly,
flexible.
Yeah, I just like playing with this group. It's
Yeah.
just a
Yeah,
I
same.
just
Yeah.
I just have fun.
I do personally feel like sometimes I get a little tired of like the D&D system, but it's not like a bad thing either. You know, it's like because the fun parts of the game this far into this group is like the role playing and and the storytelling. and
That's what it's
stuff.
all about. Like the mechanics are really secondary.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just the vehicle.
Yeah, like what we've built.
Well, and
as
even when it
players.
comes to like doing the like action stuff, I don't even find like the fighting mechanics are like monotonous or whatever. To me, it's more like what you do because
Yeah.
it is like you just think of an idea. Well, what if I just did this in the middle of a combat? To try and do this.
Yeah.
And it might seem wild or zany, and then the DM will go, "Oh, roll for it and see what happens." You know what I mean? So it is a lot of what you make of it.
Yeah.
So the system isn't even really like that
doesn't
much of a big
matter,
deal.
yeah.
I mean, it's just fun adding different mechanics to your characters and what they can do and that kind of stuff, and playing with different things. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, I just like playing with this group. So whatever we decide, I'm cool with.
Yeah. Cool. What do you think, Alex?
I mean, the system for me is a easy crutch to use just because
Yeah.
I have it in my
Yeah.
head.
Yeah.
Familiar.
That's why I like using it. But really, yeah, I'm not sure what our next plans are going to be, but I'm excited about them.
Cool.
And with
Same.
an open mind too. You
Yeah.
know, I want to try things out.
It's been
Mad
almost
scientist at work.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
been almost 5 years since we rolled dice as like, Wolf, Arthur.
Oh, this group.
Yeah.
the
has it?
first
This-
time we
this-
rolled dice
me as a
as
DM
those guys.
in Haven.
Yeah, I guess so.
'Cause it was
Quilted
like-
years were so weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Oh yeah.
which is what's crazy? That's like double the time that we had before that
Yeah.
That's insane.
as the yeah, so
I can't believe that.
Jesus Christ.
Cool.
What a group.
Yeah.
So if you want to have a D&D group last, you need to start a podcast.
You start a podcast.
Start a podcast.
Put an episode out every week.
100%.
You have to get an episode out.
Yeah.
What I do really appreciate is the fact that we're always like, well, we need to get an episode out. And so everyone's like, oh, okay, well, I could play on like a Monday or like.
We got to get the episode out.
Yeah, we are all pretty flexible.
Yeah.
And that I feel like that really makes it is the fact that everybody treats it not like a job but as a commitment.
Yeah.
You know what I
I
mean?
mean, it's a
And I
commitment to you
appreciate
guys
that.
just
Yeah.
as
There's
much
people
as
like Craig out there that
Yeah.
listen.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's also a commitment to fun, so it's not really that hard to.
That's not
Yeah.
commute
Well,
all.
well, okay.
You've been in groups where it's like,
But that's the difference. Yeah.
You could leave.
It's an
Oh, yeah,
easy
for
thing
sure. We were like,
to
yeah.
cut off your priority
Yeah,
list
it's
when
like,
it's just like, oh, it's just the game. It's just
Yeah.
the D&D. That's
That's true.
Like, well, we give it a little more weight. We give it a little more foundation.
Yeah.
It does feel more like a sport. Like, like not
our,
Yeah.
we gotta
not like
support
we're
our
doing
team.
something, but like
Right.
You go, they
wanna
count on
make
you, you
sure
count on
I'm
them.
prepared for you guys.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
You rely on me, I rely on you.
That's a great way of looking at it. Because, I think, like, I've definitely had groups where it's like, you kind of get going, you do a few sessions, you're like, well, if this falls apart, thank God.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
Not
yeah.
like-
That's another big thing. Is it's fun to play with everyone in this room.
yeah.
Yeah.
Anything else to add about this? It feels good to be back in Quilton. We're in the ziggurat where we got our painted lady.
boys are back in town.
Yeah.
And it's a new year.
And it's
it's
the
a new
year
year.
2025. And people,
is.
if you can put a Dungeons and Dragons game together, you can organize your friends for any reason. To protest if there's any reason to protest, to feed people if they need fed, to figure out how to get people the health care that they need, medication. I don't know. Anyway, there's lots of things that you might need to do in the future, and organizing a D&D campaign is a very fruitful real-life skill that you can take out there.
Put it on your resume, kids.
Hey, I legitimately do put this podcast on my resume. That's not even a
It
joke.
definitely should be.
I really
Yeah.
do. So there you have it, folks. Check out what we're doing at dndpodcast.org. Follow along there. We'll be back on Monday, figure out what we're going to do in the ziggurat of Quilton Bay. Grab your sword, keep on adventuring.